What is going on, everybody? We are here. MarketSquare Gaming. I got my man, Striker, with me. We are ready to give away some NFTs, some power pendants. We're hoping to get some new players on board, and we're going to have some fun. How you doing right now?
What's going on? What's going on? Feeling good, my friend. Excited to get this show on the road.
Everybody?
Excited to be
we are
maybe getting some people here some nice gifts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm excited for this. So, for everyone in the chat, this is the way this is going to work. I'm going to start. I'll start a giveaway at some point in time, whether that be for one of the in-game NFTs or for the power pendants. You'll then be able to just hit, you'll enter into the raffle. It'll prompt you how to do it. The description for the rules and stuff is in the description. But the power pendants, we are trying to minimize waste. If you are already able to access the game, you cannot actually get the power pendant. You may win the raffle, but you're not actually going to get it. So if you do have access to the game, try not to enter into those raffles. We'll see how that works. Saturday, we'll see how many that we have left over, how many that weren't able to be delivered, and we'll kind of go from there. The other thing, too, is very important, is if you do win and you're announced as the winner, you have to make sure to post your Discord or Twitter, so that I can contact you after the stream and we can set up getting you your items or how to potentially get your power pendant. So we just had a huge update with this game. What are you thinking about this thing so far?
It's an interesting one for sure. There's so many changes. Like honestly, older players are interpreting the patch one way, newer players are interpreting it a different way. It's getting kind of exciting. Obviously now we're in October, so who knows what's going to be happening with any type of holiday events, but I think we're still in the point where things are starting to settle down. But it's going good so far. How's your experience been with it so far?
I think the most jarring one was the economy change was very fast and very drastic. Like I randomly died and lost my Ring of Regeneration that I just bought from an NPC right before, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just buy another one when it comes up. Wrong, not happening. And it fluctuated so quickly that I checked earlier in the day, and I was like, okay, how much money do I need to get like a couple of these, just in case? And so it was like, all right, they're 1,000 each, 1,000 gold. It's like, okay. And so I do a couple runs, get to 1,000, go back, and they were then 6,000 gold. And particularly how many bounties I've noticed require them. It really threw me.
That kind of shocked me too. Actually, that's something that hit me specifically because so I had I don't know 20 of those rings of regeneration. Yeah, well no, let me correct. I'm looking at my inventory. I have 13. I have 13 of them. So I had 13 of them, but obviously we got some new ones that help you regenerate your energy.
Yes.
And I have not been fortunate enough. I mean, I've been running some of the higher dungeons, but I haven't found any of them, bro, at all. So
all right.
I started doing my bounties, and I'm like, okay, these things are uncommon, right? Like they're gonna drop, and players are gonna sell them. You know? And I'm sure there's a lot that have been dropping, but I was looking at some of the prices, and I was just like, man, like I need to turn this in for like a three sword, bounty. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to pay up. And I did. And like literally within, I don't even know, like less than a minute, the chat in game started messaging, someone just paid, $15,000, 15,000 gold. And I was like, oh, that was me. So I just messaged right back. I was like, I needed that gold bounty chest, guys. I needed to turn that in.
It's like, don't you judge me, okay? Like you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if this is the right price, but I needed to get this completed before Friday was over. So there's a premium that goes to somebody.
That's great. Well, why don't we we'll take a little poll in here in the chat. How many people are new players and how many people are current players?
Ooh, that's a good one.
And then we'll determine which raffle we'll start.
So my guess is going to be that we have, I would say right now we have like 70% old players and that new players are just jumping into the stream. That's my guess.
I would guess that too. I think that's a fair assumption. Yeah. Let's see. What do we got? Let's have them post, yeah, just say new or old.
New or old.
New or old. We got 1 new. 2 new.
Oh man, there's a lot more
3
news than
new.
I expected.
4 new. 5 new. All right, we're doing a power pendant.
Yeah, that's.
We gotta onboard some of these bad boys. All right, so new player, remember, means that you do not have access to the game. You have not actually been able to download it because you are required to have a power pendant to download it. So anyone who does have access to the game, remember, before I start it, even if you win, you're just wasting everybody's time and not letting a new player get on board because you will not have it delivered to you. All right, so let's start one of the giveaways. Let's do it up. So when you get
into the power pendant,
I mean, you might as well, right?
Yeah, let's do it. There's somebody right now that might be able to win, and they might be able to play tomorrow. Who knows?
Boom, boom, boom. Enter up. We got 14 minutes. So remember, if you want to run for it, yep, exactly like just happened on the chat. Exclamation point raffle. We got 2 entries already.
There it is.
Everybody's going to win, though, because the more people that get onboarded with this, the better for all of us.
Yeah, I think it's perfect right now, especially like, the new fiat system and the new payment with crypto systems just got rolled out. Obviously there's some players that have been waiting for that for a little bit. And, I don't know if the word's gotten out just yet. But for anybody that hasn't yet gotten a chance to get in, here's an easy shot to take to see if they're the winner.
Absolutely. And rest assured, I mentioned this whole giveaway earlier in the game. Just, show your support. You can get some of the NFTs. And luckily, like, I've engaged with the community a decent amount that, some people had my back, but immediately someone was like, what is Spizzo talking about? And it's just like, I don't know. He's bringing up some scam. It's like, it's not a scam. The power pendants are going to be completely run through Lost Relics. The developers will be sending you the power pendant. So there's no scam. And I don't even know how you do that. Like,
people don't want to get their hopes up. That's why.
I guess, right? Yeah.
They really want to get in.
So
I don't blame them.
We got a lot of new players. I guess we'll do a little breakdown of let's showcase the town here for a minute, what to do before we actually get into the stuff. So yeah, for whoever does end up getting access, see on screen, there's the map. It's pretty self-explanatory. They do a really good job in this game, kind of dummy-proofing a lot of the stuff. There's deep intricacies for, like engineering and crafting and stuff, but knowing that that's what that is very simple in my opinion. But so
Definitely.
Yeah, right? Like, yeah.
I like how, especially with this new map, he made some additions to how.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, the
some
flow.
Additional road. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Instead of having to walk around one specific part of the town, you're able to just do shortcuts straight to from engineering straight to the adventure. Or
the thing that was getting me was the fishing. I'd go to cook afterwards, and you got to take a lap around the whole town before the actual So, if you're watching. This under this bridge did not exist. You had to walk around the whole thing. But go ahead.
Last year around this time, during the Halloween event, there was this one title called Ghostbusters.
Okay.
That he hid different ghosts around the maps, like behind the trees, behind rocks, and like the very first one or two were kind of obvious, but then the other ones were like, wait a minute, I think I see something there. Rotate the camera angle.
Wait,
you know,
where were some of them?
Bridge is pretty cool. So
I guess the maps changed, but
yeah,
you know.
right where you're at. If you were to head to your left,
over to the general store.
No, around the back of the map. Go up.
Oh, okay.
Where you came from.
Mm-hmm.
And if you head down that path, there was like two ghosts were hidden there.
Oh, by the little house that's over here. Is this what you're talking about?
Then,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then there was some that were hidden right next to engineering. There was one in the trees by engineering. There was one.
That's
there
awesome.
was like the pumpkin patch right next to where like the cooking station is now. Before we even had cooking. So yeah.
Did they look like the graveyard ghost?
Yeah. Yeah, the bluish green ones.
Yeah. So if you go to the graveyard and you hear the crow when you go to exit, you get a little. Oh, he's not there.
Yes.
Is it only at night now?
I'm not sure. Actually, maybe that's gone since the last update.
Oh, that's a bummer. Usually there was a guy that would pop up right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, he didn't do anything, but it was like fun little thing. It reminds me too of the first time at the tavern. When I went to the room next door with the book on the bed, and then it just spawns that beastly dude. Dummy. Yeah, and it's just like I started going ham, whacking him, and it was just like, wait a minute, I'm not doing any damage to this guy. Oh, it's a training dummy. Okay.
Yeah, so you can test out your DPS, figure out what weapon works best for you.
You're swinging, but so actually, all right. Go ahead.
You're good.
So. When you do get into the game, I think the biggest key points, obviously getting into all the crafting and stuff is its own little beast, but the Adventurer Pass is where you're going to find dungeons, and we'll go over those lists for all the new players when we actually enter one. The other two big key ones, I think, are the Marketplace and the Tavern.
Yeah, those are the two big ones.
So the Tavern, you're going to spend most of your time running back and forth until they added the cart recently, but it does cost money if you're new.
So that price didn't used to be available until you were level 50. Now you can get it at like what, level 5?
5, yeah. And it's 5 gold. The reason why that's really useful is because you don't have to run all the way back to the tavern. That's where I'll go over that in a second. That's where your stash is. That's where all your items are stored. Just remember, everyone, there's just less than 9 minutes. Get that power pen in.
Exclamation point raffle.
Exclamation point raffle. And all of this, again, is brought to you by MarketSquare.io with help and facilitation from my man Striker, obviously, and Lost Relics.io itself. Do yourself a favor. Join the loot grind. The grind also got really bad now that I think about it, too. The abilities, or not abilities, the skills. Oh, my God. With the new update. It's just all right.
That's what I'm still trying to gauge here, because like I hear a lot of different players saying that like they're leveling faster. I hear other players saying that they're leveling slower. Obviously, it's RNG now, right? Because that's just the way the
drop rate is drastically low, or at least my luck maybe has been drastically low. It used to be like I feel like if I go fishing like 6 times I may get 2.
And as you level up, like that'll increase more and more.
That's
right?
true.
So the thing that I think is really big, especially for new players right now, since this new tiered type of system. I just found an item. Great. This new tiered type of system, like now, like there's a lot of like crafting materials that are just basic common materials that like are only found in the early dungeons. So there are some like top tier players right now that are willing to pay the starting players like a good penny, like way more than what I was starting, what they were going for.
I bet.
In terms of gold. So,
but you're an OG of the game.
I've been around for a year and 2 months. I started in June of 2020.
Whew, you lucky man. Well, actually, I am definitely not jealous of the paying to enter the dungeon system that used to go on. Like from what I've heard, I didn't partake in that, but
I loved the retro feel of it. Like it was like literally like you put a quarter, you got to play. I liked that feeling.
Okay.
And
it wasn't
back then I
expensive.
used to,
yeah.
No, it wasn't expensive, but the way I used to think about it was like, okay, if you have to pay a quarter to get into the dungeon, like that inherently means that whatever blockchain item you find in there, you know, it starts to give them value, right? Like you couldn't have got that unless you paid to get in, and then the value can go forward from there.
That's a great way to look at it, actually.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it. And then obviously when we switched to like the XP system that we have right now, everything kind of changed. Right now it feels like a race. I mean, there's a race on the leaderboards right now to see who's going to be the top forger. You know, Howling Mad, in the lead, and Jim Chopper's in a close second.
You have to be close with mining, right? Like you're a beast in mining.
Yeah, for mining, let me see. I pulled up the leaderboard right now. I'm mining. Where are we at? So for mining right now, I'm fifth. I'm fifth right now. Right
in the game, out of everybody.
In the game, yeah. For foraging, let's
like
see.
Your cam feed went weird.
Down?
That's okay though. We can hear you.
Okay, let me get this feed back up real quick.
I'm
not exactly sure why.
So I'll explain to everyone. So this is the tavern. You know, you can't pull up a mini map in here, but yeah, the tavern's essentially where all the stuff, all the quests, bounties, and stuff kind of angle around. The quests aren't always located there, but there's quite a few that you'll find here. One of the first things to note when you come in, there's always a raffle going on in-game, and you can purchase a raffle ticket, and it'll give you a chance to get one of the really high-powered items. For some reason, I haven't won the raffle yet, but, you know, it's...
I have not been fortunate enough to
you know, my one ticket a raffle is apparently not doing it. But you can buy as many tickets as you want. I don't know how many the average player actually buys, but when you get into the tavern, to the oh nice, my man, F2P gaming, I love it. 27. I'm trying to grind. Like I've had so much planning and scrambling that I didn't even get to grind 4 today. Still lowly level 8, but we're getting there. But so yeah, in the tavern you go upstairs and it's to your right. Up here you're gonna find at the end of the hallway your stash. This is, you know, where you gotta go. This is what you want to go pump and dump everything into there. There's unlimited space for the stash. You know, you can look at your blockchain items, you know, by categories, consumables, outfits, loo-de-loo. Here's that thing that I was talking about. You go in here and you go to get that, and it's just like, boom, guy shows up. They recently, in the new patch, added the armor assembly stand. You can see right there, iron armor. That, there was no armor before. So one thing to note, though, if you do want to wear any of the armor, you do have to make sure that you have all pieces, and then it will form the set, which then you're allowed to wear.
Right, account bound, so that you won't be able to actually sell that.
Yeah, that's just for yours. And then there's also the spinning wheel. The only thing that I've been able to make on this thing is bowstring. Yeah. You can, you know, craft your own bows. I imagine there's going to be a ton of stuff that eventually gets added into that, but that's kind of like a new little dude.
That would be my guess. I think as the future patches roll out, we'll see a little bit more utility in that area.
Oh yeah, I would imagine.
Like fishing line, maybe.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Like I could see that because I know they're not going on right now, but I heard that or I might have read it in the patch notes. I can't remember. That there is your equipment could break, or your tools.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that just yet.
But isn't it? Am I making that up, or is that actually?
No, that's that's correct. So I mean, that was in the patch. My guess is that that's something that was going to like roll out slowly since we haven't seen it just yet.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's also possible that since like there's a new tool system in general, that maybe he's gonna wait a couple of weeks or a little bit of time before he actually activates that. Because it would be it might lead to some issues.
I mean, for the amount of actually use of the tools that you need to do over and over again, yeah. And I can't afford that yet. At least wait till I get to a higher level. So then you can also get hats. There's a hat in the basement as well. That and something to note that I've actually missed him. There is a quest giver that sometimes spawns in the basement. And
oh yeah, that's brand new. Actually, I just completed 2 of them.
Yeah, I completed like 2 or 3 of them down there myself, and I kind of had to repeatedly keep, because it's like you come in and you immediately go right and go up to your stash. I had to keep making sure to keep an eye out for them, because I couldn't even find rhyme or reason to it. Like, I completed a quest, and then he was immediately there for another one, and then I completed that quest and left. And when it did some crafting around town and came back, he wasn't there, left, did a dungeon, came back, and he was there again. Which, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's strange. I haven't, like, I didn't actually see him at all. I'm still trying to get my camera back up and running, bro. I don't know what's happened. Sorry about that, guys.
It's okay. It's okay. We still got you here. So the other one to note, too, is for the new players, the Royal Emporium. Royal Emporium is essentially just the in-game marketplace, and something that kind of made Lost Relics special to me as opposed to some of the other blockchain games is that they developed a system. We're still kind of testing because they kind of just changed everything with Shadow Stones, but they added a system to where these things still have value as a currency, technically, but you don't have to deal with gas fees. Also, too, of note, anyone who wins anything does not have to pay any gas fees. Like, we'll send it to you. All right, the first raffle is over with.
Ooh, oh man!
Let's see who's the winner. Phoenix Plays. Congratulations, Phoenix.
Shout out Phoenix.
Yeah, remember Phoenix? You have to post your Twitter or your Discord, or you will not receive your item. Yeah, and I will contact.
Be a nice, pretty pendant there,
right? Get a nice little 7-day, get permanent access.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just go into it. All right, for now, everyone, not just the new players, because don't worry, if you didn't win, we've got a ton of more power pendants to give out. Would we rather raffle off a pet, an in-game pet NFT, or an in-game sword or bow?
Ooh, maybe we should start with the pet, and then we'll slowly work up to the.
We'll work our way up.
Weapons. Work our way up. Get everybody a little excited.
Yes. What did Phoenix just say? He responded. Yes. Post here. And I'll go back through. I will find your info after the stream, and I'll contact you about how to actually access your power pendant.
Well, we got one new player in the game now.
We got one new player.
We got one new
buddy.
Let's go, baby.
Let the journey begin later tonight. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go with a pet. Let's start. The new
raffle
one
number 2
starts now.
There you go, everybody! Exclamation point raffle. We'll get this thing going for you.
And this one is open to anyone, not just new players. And even if you actually don't have the game yet, technically we can still send it to your engine wallet as long as you have it set up.
Very true. Very true. Man, those, and I'm telling you, so like also when it comes to pets, like pets can be super useful during holiday events because there's sometimes, I don't know if it's going to be like that again, but you know, as we go into, you know, Halloween, Christmas, Easter.
Phoenix is already in the game.
Okay.
All right, so that raffle did not count. We will start another power pendant one right after this raffle.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Thanks for playing, but yeah, only new players. Remember when we do the next raffle. This one, everyone's open to win. only new players can actually use the power pendant for the way that this is set up.
Trying to help out some of the new guys, right, that are trying to get into the game,
Yeah.
but haven't yet purchased the pendant. So,
and we're gonna have to. I'll have to repeatedly say that too throughout any of the raffles going on for the power pendants, because people may join and not even know, and just see people posting these things. So wait,
part of the system, guys. Thanks for working with us.
What was going on with the holiday stuff with pets?
Oh yeah, so like during each event, there's typically like some type of item that's like pretty much like a treasure chest. Like during Easter, it was like the golden eggs that you could crack open, and there might be something inside. During Christmas, it was the Christmas presents would drop.
Mm-hmm.
And during Halloween, there were like these coins, creepy coins. Now, normally, like just like when you're playing the game, you can kill enemies, or you can find them in treasure chests, things like that. But there's some breakable items like ladders and pots and things in the environment. So during the events, Cliff has hidden some items specifically in those things. So when you're not paying attention, it's a really good feeling when you're like walking around and all of a sudden you hear a drop because your pet just broke open a vase that had one of those items in it. So,
well, I was
perfect timing.
I actually didn't know they did that, and I just bought one because I saw someone running around with a dragon, and I was like, well, I need one of those. I need one of those. I don't know what I know it's an NFT, so it'll be fine. And when I was running around in a dungeon, the nicest thing about it was there would multiple times where there would be like a vase or something in a corner that I didn't actually see because they didn't appear on the actual mini map. And unless you dragged your mouse over it, because your mouse would then highlight it, but if you didn't do it, you didn't know it was there. And so the pet would go collect it for you.
Exactly. Now, I'm not sure if this is still, I believe it's still the case. I'm not sure. Maybe some of the OGs that are in the chat can let me know. But I believe based on the rarity of the pet, the speed in which the pet runs around the map and is able to break things increases.
Oh. So
the obviously the more rare of a pet, the faster they can be.
I didn't realize that. That's a bummer. Like my new favorite pet is an uncommon, but it's one of those it's a pet that works for multiple games.
Oh, very cool. Like a multiverse type of pet. Very cool.
Which is pretty cool and specific to Engine as far as I know. Where you have
like an engine multiverse.
Yeah, cross-use NFTs, because I've actually got multiple skins, too, that work for other games like Forest Knight, and I haven't played some of the other ones that it actually recommends. But before you get into a dungeon, any new player, when you approach the cave, you will be prompted with your Choose Adventure screen. There's tabs on the left, varying difficulties. You can see that gauged by how many swords are in the corner of them. It'll also show you what type of resources that you can potentially gather. Just because something has a mining pick doesn't mean that you're going to be able to get everything that comes from mining. So if you are doing a quest or a bounty, make sure to check the resources before committing. Because once you go in, you got to finish.
Pro tip for brand new players too, that adventure map that you're looking at right now, there's also a map on the wall right next to your stash in the tavern that shows you the same information.
I've been oblivious to that thing.
that's why it's a pro tip, baby.
Right? The other one too, we'll go with the combat. The other one too that I thought I was just being an idiot, but maybe you were just like, easing my pain. But I didn't realize that there were alternate fires until I had run like 4 or 5 dungeons. Like, I thought it was just, you fire your bow. Yeah. And I don't know why I never tried the other one. But so if you are a player, Q will switch between your melee and your ranged. Left click will just do your basic attack. Won't use up any of your energy or anything like that. Right click will be a heavy attack that will end up using some of your energy. And once you get to... Oh, there you go. You're in the game. Once you get to once you get down to, what is it, 0 energy, it will come back up to 250. Right?
Yeah, so you get a little
On
bit
your
of
own?
regen there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll automatically regen your energy, and then let me check really quick what it says on the champions reward. So as you level up, that bonus increases. So at level 20, you can get an extra 125 max regen. So instead of going to 250, it'll go to 375. You know,
Okay.
as you level up. Yeah, so that's actually a big one. Like I definitely use that. I use that a lot to be able to, you know, if I need to wait a couple seconds before I take on that final lock-in room or whatnot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a good way to pre-plan a battle to make sure you survive.
I mean, yeah, there's so many times too. Out here, you don't really run into the trap issue, but if you're doing standard dungeons, I'll showcase what they look like for the new players. Those things have bit me, and and then you're like just sneak creeping around, like, oh god, like I can't lose all my items, please.
The pressure plates.
Yeah. Oh my god.
If you're not watching where you're going, man, that can chip away at your health the entire run.
Literally though, and it does so much damage.
Yeah, and then there's those like spots on the map where the fire will just immediately like pop out of the tile, like those grates.
And they love to act like they're not active because there's a bunch of them that aren't active. Exactly. And then you walk over it and it's like, I just decided to turn on. Yeah. But it's not triggered like the pressure plate.
Yeah, you start walking, then you stop because you're like, wait a minute, is it going to go? Is it not
going
to go?
Oh, yeah. And then you sit there looking like an idiot because you're just staring at this thing for 30 seconds. Like, are you bubbling up? Are you going to do it?
Exactly. And then Cliff trolls us because like right at the exit, like literally on top of the door to get out is one of those fire pits.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that so many times where it's just like, okay, all right, you got to ease it. You got to ease into it.
Yeah, just make sure you take it slow. Oh, man, I guess I'm having camera issues still. I don't know. I really don't know what's happening right now.
Worse things have happened. We're still killing it. We're still doing awesome blockchain gaming, promoting the glory that is Lost Relics. So
gotta love it.
This is one of the harvesting points. Unfortunately, with the new update, you need to really jump up and grind the leveling for the actual skills because there are different tiers. So I can't actually access uncommon woodworking. I can only do common. But the higher difficulty, even though you can't gather resources, you can get a lot more EXP.
Yeah, so I mean, if you get a little bit of lucky and you actually do hit those nodes, like, I mean, I've heard of people say that they've actually been able to level up, go up 10 levels in one major grinding day.
In their resources? Their skills?
That's what I've heard.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a couple stories of some players that started granted, they played literally all day. But,
they're the OGs.
If you get a little lucky with some of those nodes, like, I mean, that XP can add up real quick.
Oh, yeah. I eventually was just at the point where it's like I can't waste my time worrying because I kept not wanting to advance to the higher dungeons after the patch because I was like, well, I want to keep leveling my. Oh, I want to keep leveling my skills, and I can't do that in the other one. But eventually, it was just like the levels are more important right now to me. I'd rather get to a higher level, personally.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing to do. Like, take it one step at a time. Obviously, with the new system, like, not only do you need to have the, like, not only does it benefit you to have the blockchain items that you can use or equip in any of the dungeons, depending on their rarity, but now, you also need to put the time in, right, to be able to use those. And that's more in line with a lot of how a lot of other, like, MMOs work, right? You could get one of the best items in the game, but if you have it leveled up to the appropriate skill level,
you ain't using it.
Exactly.
Oh, I keep getting hit by those guys. No.
How we doing on those raffle entries?
We got 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
We got a.
This one's for the pet, right?
This is for which one is this one? This is, what's the name of that one? A crafty puppy.
A crafty puppy. That's a rare. That's a blue pet, right?
That is a rare pet, and luckily I had a lot of these in my account, and because it was the server was down onboarding all the update last week, I got to play around with them while I was playing this week, and the crafty puppy is kind of nice. He like omits like these little, I don't know, puppy aura thing. Like he'll there's like little boxes that keep coming off of him that are kind of cool.
Yeah, I know there's a couple different ones for sure. I'm trying to remember which one that one looks like off the top of my head. I know there's one that like throws out like little hearts, I think it was.
Yep. There's also another one that just spawns fake gold.
Oh, yeah. Is
and
that
then
the dragon you're talking about?
Yes, there's a dragon that drops gold, and then you have one of the founder's token pets.
The void
where
goat.
he's electrified, right?
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Yeah.
I love the void goat.
Yeah, I was a big fan of that one. I wanted a flying one for some reason, so that was my first one, but they're all good. They all do their job.
I don't blame you. I would want one of the dragons too.
Yeah, I ended up getting. Right now, I've got a black dragon. That was a limited time one, but there's a large supply of it, so they're not exactly hard to come by. They're not super cheap either, though. My gosh, I'm doing a horrible job, damn it.
That's because you wore did you end up picking that one up on the Shadowstone market?
I actually didn't. I picked that one up while I was going ham buying all the NFTs and stuff for the giveaway. So I was like, you know what? Like, I better treat myself too. Like, they don't get them all. Unfortunately, though, I have to pay for that one.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't think I could sell that to the company. I needed it. I needed it for reasons.
Got to get those business expenses.
I mean, yeah. You got to do what you got to do. So we got 1 minute, 20 seconds on finding this pup a new home. So for new players, if you are one of the people that wins and you don't have the game, I can work something out with you, or you can just make sure you have an engine wallet, and we can send you that asset, and it's still an NFT, so, you can stare at it in all its glory. Or sell it.
You can't go wrong with an NFT, I'll tell you that much.
No, especially right now in the current blockchain market, they're just blowing up. I had one of my wife's cousins asked me, like, so which ones should I be buying? Which ones blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I have no idea. It's like, for the standard, like, not interactive game NFTs, I don't understand how people gauge it. It's like, how do you know what's going to be awesome and what isn't?
Oh, I guess, man, look, so when it comes to like cosmetics, that one's tough for me for sure. Like, I've told people this a bunch of times that it's so, it's such in the eye of the beholder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a dragon guy and then like that there's a dragon pet there, like I get it, like,
yeah,
it's one of those things.
I need it. If only I could. I just gotta wait till, like, hopefully my baby dragon will grow into a great one day and I can ride it around. But that's a pipe dream. There's absolutely no notion that is a reality that would ever come true. Mounts.
I mean, you never know.
I mean, that's what I'm just saying. There are mounts in games, and very traditionally for games set in this type of fantasy world. Oh ho ho! All right, it's winner chicken dinner time.
Uh-oh.
Let's
Here we
see.
go now.
Corey Kiesling, you just got a puppy.
Corey, congratulations. You got yourself another pet.
make sure to post your Twitter or Discord so after the after the stream, I can contact you and we can get you that transferred item. Hopefully he's in here.
He'll be.
I mean,
sure.
Why would you leave? All right, so since the first one, there was a little hiccup, immediately starting the next Power Pendant raffle. Remember,
good idea.
If you have access to the game already, do not raffle for this. You will just, I understand. I would be like blasting that. Like, I don't care. Hooray for me. Let's see what we can do. I can't actually give it to you. Like, the way that it's set up, only players with a support ID for a login requirement are actually eligible for it and can get it. So, try not to enter that raffle.
Help us out a little bit here, guys.
A little bit here. Let's look out for the little guys. I'm like so distracted. I keep like missing all my dodges, and I'm like staring up here, like watching some screen, looking at the updates for how many people are on there.
You got 850 health left, man. You gotta be careful there.
Yeah, and I did not bring the. I'll go up into a higher tier dungeon after this one, with all my rares and stuff. Where, thanks to you, I have quite a few healing options.
Yeah, so I mean that's a good thing that you definitely picked up some of those relics. That's like definitely the next step. I try to tell people like, new players always want weapons first and then relics second. So, you've made it to that point now. For sure.
Which I get it, but for any new players, one of the reasons why it's so valuable actually is because when you first start, you don't have a lot of money or gold. Like, I've only got 1,800 gold. Like, Striker's probably got.
I got 200K right now. I've been spending some of that gold.
200,000 he's got.
200. That's nothing, boy. Like, I mean, there's some guys right now that are making bank because they have the skills right now that everybody's needing. High level engineers, the forgers for sure that are on the race.
And you're going to repeatedly need to pick up stuff to heal yourself because it gets dicey out here, and you're going to just keep spending. Like, I would be making 200 a run, and then I'd have to spend 100 of it recouping food and stuff.
Yep. I mean, it's also good when you're a new player. Like, if you do want to work a little bit like on like a cooking, either the cooking skill or the alchemist skill, like that way, if you gather some of those resources, you at least can use, like, you can choose like whether or not you want to sell them or if you want to use them for yourself. I'm one of those players that typically like holds on to some of those items because I know like I'm gonna be burning through them later on rather than selling them. But
that, and with the recent change too, you don't know how the economy is gonna fluctuate.
Exactly. We're all still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, because it's like I sold so many random things that are now worth like quadruple what they were worth.
Yep, and it's worked both ways, right? Because there was some items, there was some virtual like some of the legendary mining resources that were previously available, and they were selling like, I remember they were going for like 20,000 gold, 25,000 gold. And now they're like at 1,000 gold because like the game has changed, the meta has changed.
Though I will say, the meta changing isn't like a standard like with AAA games, where it's like, Warzone. Like, if you use this gun now, it's useless. That's not going to be the same thing for your weapons, particularly blockchain items and stuff like that, which we'll get into after this dungeon. We'll break that down a little bit for all the new players.
There's definitely some items that like get nerfed and and some that get buffed. The big one for this patch was that there was a lot of items that got increased utility. So some things got some like plus 10 to attack damage and things along those lines.
Yeah, a little bit. That new abilities that weren't actually included before with them. I think one of my bows actually, one of my blockchain bows, I feel like got added a 10% chance to do something
There
that
you
I
go.
definitely don't recall it being there before, but you know.
There were so many items that got changes this time that like I kind of have a general sense off the top of my head of which ones got what, but like I couldn't tell you like right off the top of my head. Oh, it's that item, you know?
Yeah. So what's been your biggest challenge? Like, how are the dungeons for you? Like, they're significantly longer now.
Yeah, they definitely feel longer. They definitely have increased in difficulty across the board. I mean, you know, I'm in the fortunate position of having some like extremely powerful weapons and relics.
Mm-hmm.
So at the higher tier dungeons, you know, that gives me, you know, a little bit of a bonus or a step ahead of the competition, I guess you could say. But you know, going down into some of the lower dungeons, like I definitely feel the difficulty and the length. The length I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah, the length got me the first dungeon that I went to after the patch. I was just like, where is the exit? Like, when is it coming?
Yeah, exactly. And then I think, like, just based on what I've seen so far, I haven't like run through all the dungeons yet. I still think like probably the epic tier is the most difficult. Let me see what the adventures are right now. Which ones are the ones that are?
Yeah, I haven't even done it yet. I haven't even done an epic. I can't handle that.
So I haven't tried Iram yet, the Isle of Iram, but I have tried the Mythal Forest. That one definitely feels difficult. I actually caught me by surprise like earlier today because I was playing it, you know, and I got to the very end. You know, I had used some potions and used some resources that I needed, and then I thought I was done, and all of a sudden a Sorella appears as the final boss, and I didn't even know that they appeared in that dungeon because that's not how it used to be.
All right, there's another little surprise from Cliff.
Yeah, thank God I dodged that blast, or else
Oh
we would have
yeah.
lost some expensive tools there.
So for those that didn't tune in to, I did an interview with Stryker. Was it last week? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he told me a story of losing when you lost the one item. It wasn't a mythic, right? It was.
So no, I lost like really expensive items right before this patch. I lost like the mythical Stonebreaker. It's a legendary. It's a legendary tool for mine.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wait, wouldn't that be?
So
All right, yeah.
I lost that bad boy. That was like 200K. 200.
Woo!
No, I'm sorry. No, way more than that. I think I bought it. I bought it back. Thank God I bought it back. Like, I know the prices have dropped. Well, I guess actually it would have been smarter if I didn't buy it back. But the good thing was that for a little while there, those tools weren't available right with this new patch. So I had it. You know, I still had it, but I paid like 450K for it to get it back before the patch. And I lost like a mining hat and a fisherman's friend.
What's a fisherman's friend?
It's plus 15. Okay, so you have, it's like a flip of a coin. Every time you go to a fishing node, an epic fishing node or above, it flips a coin, and if you come up lucky, it's like a 50% chance. It's a roll. If you're lucky, then whatever the experience you would have got, you get an additional 15%.
Oh.
So real useful for skill.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah. That bad boy helped me get to level 40 right before this patch, or else if I hadn't had that one, yeah, it would have taken me forever.
That's where I'm at. The grind is real for this game. That is for sure right now.
Yes, sir. How are we doing on that time for that raffle?
We got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes only for the new players, please. We got to get them some items.
New players, jump on in on this one. Exclamation point raffle.
Yeah, buddy. So, I'm real excited. You have an interview. It's not scheduled yet, right? Like, but you're gonna eventually be able to talk to the devs.
So I've been like trying to schedule some future discussions. You know, right before maybe like, I'm trying to remember like time frame here. I don't know if it was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago was the last opportunity I had to speak with Cliff on camera.
Cliff is the lead developer for anyone who doesn't know.
Exactly. So he kind of gave us a little a little taste of what the patch was gonna look like.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously he wrote the Medium article, which every time he writes an article on Medium, like for anybody that hasn't paid attention to it, like when those articles come out, there's big changes. Okay, and I mean, I don't know if other players are fans of this. I definitely am, but I like it to where there's a lot of information that he actually like purposely leaves out for players to discover on their own.
Yeah.
And I like that, like I like that discoverability type of exploration.
Well, yeah, I mean, it leaves some mystery. 'Cause, like, yes, it is nice to know what's going to happen, but it's also nice to be like, I didn't know that could even happen.
Exactly. Like I was watching Charizard. He's one of the top streamers and players as well. And he found an item in his stream. I don't know, like 2-3 days ago. That was not discussed in the article. A secret piece of armor. So
do you know what its abilities were?
No, the abilities I don't know off the top of my head.
Fair.
But I bet you if we go to the tavern, I'm grinding. Mhm.
There's the encyclopedia now.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh no, but yeah, does it tell? Let me see. I think it's.
I mean,
let me see. Okay, it doesn't. The encyclopedia gives you the details of the item, like the item description and the lore behind the item, but I don't think it tells you like the effects. I think you have to actually look at the item either in the Emporium to be able to see that, or on the website.
What do you think about the encyclopedia getting added?
I like it. I mean, it's definitely come really useful where I'm like trying to like remember something specifically, and I'm like, oh, rather than have to leave my screen, it's just one click and type.
That's true.
And a little ease of use there.
Because during the interview, you'd ask me like, what items was I looking like specifically? Were there any ones that I was trying to find or get or hoping for? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't even know how to traverse that sea of possibilities. I had no idea what. I just wanted a mythic. I didn't care what it was, but now you can at least very easily see, in game, what these things are, at least to some degree.
Definitely. And I mean, there's some of the items when it comes to like the lore where it really does give you some information about where some of these items like either can be farmed or like just details, maybe even some things that like don't have any type of use right now.
Mm-hmm.
You read those descriptions and you're kind of like, oh, I think I know what this is or what this will be.
The breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could change and it's all speculation, but I've definitely gone down that rabbit hole a few times.
So, if you've been reading a bunch of the lore, have you found anything that connects?
So...
if you know what I mean?
Yeah, so the things... I think there are a couple things that connect in terms of lore related to, like... I know there was, like, discussions that I mean, some of the lore I read was about these master craftsmen, like specifically for weapons, and I was reading this right before this patch, stuff that I think it was like the Scroll of the Bound, which hasn't gotten an update, but it was like this item that these like master bow makers were like in need of or like coveted, so I was like, okay, well maybe this relic or this item is going to do something with archery, right? It like I said, we don't have an effect for it yet, but like reading some of the bows, they make references to that same type of like guild or organization from the lore,
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you
definitely?
Have you had issues where if you just saw on stream, like that's happened to me a couple times actually, where I can't get through the portal?
Oh yeah. Just rotate the camera. Camera.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably a little. I mean, it's not a visual bug. I'm not sure like what kind it is, but
I assume it's just like you think that you're actually clicking the portal, and for some reason you're not.
I'm not sure. But yeah, I've experienced that one too. especially like when you get up right on it rather than click it. Like when your character's like literally touching it and then you click it.
Yeah.
If you're like far away and you click it, it'll just walk up and run out. But I have that notice that pops up where it asks you, "Are you sure you want to leave?" Do you have that turned on? I didn't watch your screen right now.
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah. So if you click it, you just leave.
Oh, I should turn that on then.
Yeah. I mean the reason why I turn it on is because like sometimes you zone out and you're just like exit and then you go and then it's like, oh man, I forgot to open the chest, or
like,
wait, did I actually clear the dungeon? Was there a path I was gonna go down that I forgot? You know.
So how far when that happens actually? Because did I forget to clear a dungeon? How far do you go back? Do you always go back, or like where is your gauge on this?
You just hit like the biggest controversial topic amongst players. There's players like I fall in the camp of players that like I will 100% the dungeon. I don't care if I have to walk to the start.
Oh
like,
man,
that's what I do. But I mean, there's players that are like nope, like not time efficient, not worth it. Like I'm just exiting, reloading, and you know. But for me, I come back and I think about like, what if that one item was in that one chest that I didn't know?
I know it's there.
He's mentioned in the past that like, I mean, he can see all the metadata and he could be like, man, there's some people that like left some really good items in those chests.
Oh,
like,
he can see what was in those?
He can see what was like populated for your dungeon run.
Oh my god! I feel like I would troll players every once in a while, like the founders. Like if you left one, I'd just like send it out and be like, "Look what you could have had." Like, too bad you're impatient. Like, oh come on.
You do realize Halloween's around the corner, man? Like trick or treat. Like, oh no, oh no.
Like, please. So one of the raffles done. Who is getting access to the game? Let's hope it's a new player. Everybody ready here?
New player.
Wolf Mage. Wolf Mage, you have won a power pendant.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Wolf Mage.
Remember, you got to post your Discord or Twitter on the chat so I can contact you afterwards and we can get you your power pendant.
We're probably going to need to like roll right into another one, right?
We are definitely going to roll right into another one right now. Are we doing...
Yeah.
All right. You get to pick. We doing the bow or the sword?
Oof. Okay, look, I'm going to go with sword. Let's do the sword.
Let's do the
those
sword.
Bows, man, those bows are rare right now, you know. We keep people watching, keep them engaged, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone's going to win, all right? Everyone's going to win something. So, it has begun. So, were we able to actually...
And anyone can win this one, right?
Anyone can win this next one.
All right.
Thank you, Wolf Mage.
Exclamation point raffle, baby.
Let me just make sure I pop that in to... I'm just going to send it to you, Straker. Just ignore these messages on Discord.
Okay, no problem.
First, new player power pendant. Awesome.
There it is. Wolf Mage.
All right. So, we got a rare sword coming out here. Actually, I could probably just show everyone what that one is. Or maybe there should be a little mystique, maybe. I don't know. I will say I am not going to actually mention it until we actually do it. But on Saturday, the last hour of the stream, we are going to be raffling off, is it Epic, I think.
Ooh.
So, not a kind of a pricey guy.
Yeah, that Epic tier, man. That Epic tier. That's the thing I've been telling everybody to watch over the course of the next couple months.
Has been what about the Epic tier?
Like in general, like one, how many of those like items are like picked up? Like how many players are deciding to buy those? And then two, obviously prices, because I mean it's the same thing that happened last year. Like right before we went into holiday season, you know, I had talked on multiple streams where I was telling everybody, I was like, look, back then before all those updates, you know, you could have gotten a legendary sword and a legendary bow for like $60. Oof. You know, Now that's like $300, $400, $500.
Yeah.
So
good luck. That's trying to find a price like that nowadays.
We're at that point, right, where there's a good amount of players that are in on the wait list. There's a good amount of players that have access to the game. Sooner or later, it's going to get more and more difficult to pick up, some of those weapons, and that's why I'm like keeping my eye on that epic tier.
All right, Travis, just asked, when is the Beanie Baby giveaway? That's next week. Sorry. We've got I
still got some Beanie Babies.
I know my sister and my mom were obsessed with those things. What is it, like the Princess Di one? I think was like
oh man,
you need to have it.
Yeah.
Like okay.
The USA ones were huge, yeah. Because I was in sports cards and memorabilia back then, man. That took over the market for like 6 months,
I always keep forgetting that you came from collectibles originally.
Yep. I mean, we were lining up at McDonald's getting the Happy Meal Beanie Babies because those were like limited edition.
Oh my god, I forgot about those.
Bro. It was crazy, man.
I totally forgot. I'm gonna grab up my tools. I'm gonna switch over to where I can actually showcase some gathering.
There you go.
Something to note too for any new players as well. If you do end up winning one of the NFT items, like so whoever gets the sword, if you are a new player, blockchain items are indestructible. So if you die in a dungeon, you still have them. They're not gone. There's virtual items that are entirely based inside the game's economy and aren't NFTs or tradable other than in game, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
Those ones you can lose if you die. Like, sorry about you. It's gone, and it is
expensive.
A pain. It is painful and expensive. Right before the patch, I had died and it's just like, oh my god, the mountain to climb back up. Because at the time, I wasn't even able to make my own tools yet. So it's like you lose all your tools, and here we go. We go right back to. Looks like we're going back.
Start.
Yep.
Do not collect 200. Do not pass go.
Yeah.
Do not collect $200.
Like instead, you collect a $200 fee.
And another tip there to expand on it for some of the new players, as these new updates roll out, going into the future, don't be cautious whenever a new update comes out, okay? New enemies come out, new effects, new damages.
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly, go in with something that cannot be destroyed, or go to a weaker dungeon until you get the feel for the patch, and then take your valuable stuff in.
Yeah, well, like that's what I was saying happened, because it's like I was used to running the old dungeons and the old lengths, and so I just geared up with whatever I normally took and then headed off into the dungeon, and it was just like, this is like twice as long as it was before.
Yeah, every single time, man, every single time. And actually, I just try to do a mental reminder, like whenever I see that patch loading, like first thing to do in the game, because like a lot of people have different strategies whenever a new patch comes out. Like some people like rush for the market, some people rush to get into an adventure. People have different strategies. I always just go to my stash and like change my loadout immediately. That's number one. If I can't sell the very first whatever item, so be it. I'm not gonna risk.
What are you looking for? So you essentially do like a test run with only blockchain items?
Yeah, either only blockchain items or anything that I might have like significant amounts of. Like if I can craft some type of, now with the new forging system, like if I can craft some like rare weapons and I have like 15 of them, like okay, I'll take those in.
Okay.
But like I'm not gonna take any of the super expensive ones that are on the market.
Yeah, no, it's suicide because you don't even know what you're getting into. Right here is a good example of why the pet is really useful. So there could be a vase or a crate or something in this corner, and unless you actually move your mouse over it, it will then highlight and you'll be able to see its outline through the wall. But if you don't put your mouse cursor over there, you have no idea that it's there. And that stuff is pretty vital in the beginning. Like, you need everything that you can get.
Oh yeah.
Or at least I
Oh, yeah.
have. Like those 6 gold that you might be able to get from one of them. I need it. I'm broke.
For sure. And you'll, like I said, when if it ever becomes possible for you to get more than just gold in them, like during the events, you'll feel it. It's a great feeling. You're like, oh, thank you, little void goat, or thank you, little like Daenerys, you know.
Good boy.
Good boy. He did
Good little pit. So what has been have you been able to find anything of value so far on the new patch?
So I've gotten a lot. I found, roughly, I think I would say I found maybe around 300 shadow stones, 350 shadow stones.
Ooh.
I've been doing my best to try to farm some of the blockchain items, and like there's like some breaking news for any of the older players right now that are, a little bit more advanced in the game. Like there's some new epic relics that are dropping apparently, like the feeble bloodstone I think someone looted a few hours ago, and a bird's beak. I need to confirm on the bird's beak. I can look that up, but
and what are the abilities from those?
So the feeble bloodstone's probably ranked like the best in the epic class for relics. So I think it is. So it's like it's a relic that allows you to like absorb the damage. I mean the health of the enemy and replace your health with it.
Oh, so it's like
so
leech.
like you're healing. It's leeching. Yeah, it's leeching right off of the enemy. I think it gives you, over the course of one run, you can leech up to 5,000 HP.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that one's a big one. Let me pull it up
huge. So for any new player too, I'm at this point, I'll run over one of them for you. But this is those traps, the pressure plates that we were talking about. These things are the devil. Because you'll just get confident. I don't know about you, but I'll get in this flow where I'm just taking them out quick and just run through a hallway, and it's just like, boom, there you go. So this is what happens when you do run over one of them.
Taking that fire damage.
And it's a lot, because the enemies essentially do, before you get armor, do 25 per hit on average. The fire burns 50 per second for 4 seconds or 5 seconds. Does it do 250 damage?
I think it does 250.
Yeah, okay. So
and correction on that feeble bloodstone, it gives you 2,500 health for leeching over the entire run.
That's still though. That's so much.
It's still top in class. That one and the new epic relic that just came out. Oh man, why am I blanking? I'll find it right now.
Yeah, do
Blissful Tribute.
Okay, yeah.
Blissful Tribute. That one's another one that's gonna be ranking up there. It's been shooting up in price recently.
Oh, and I got the floor fire.
Uh-oh. You're still good. You got some regen.
Oh yeah. No, I'll be gold with this one, but what does that one do?
So this one, hold on really quick. I don't want to die.
Oh, I forget that you're actually still playing too.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you, man.
Hide in the corner.
We're grinding for these weapons. So it lets you consume all of your energy. So your entire energy bar.
Oh yeah. And switches it, right?
Right. It doubles whatever your health is. So you're sacrificing all your energy to double your health, and you can do that twice in a dungeon.
That's pretty good for twice, in all honesty. But I guess it wouldn't.
Plus, like the fact that you can regen energy.
Yeah,
you can't regen health.
No, you cannot, unless you get that beautiful leech.
Very true. Very true. And the bird's beak is another one that was like really popular with players, and I'd love to discuss it sometime with some of the OGs, because I don't have that relic specifically, the bird's beak, but I know for a long months and months of the game, like it was highly coveted and rarely found, because it allows you to like increase your speed while you're going through the dungeons, which means like a dungeon that would take you 12 minutes, you can now do like in 8 minutes,
Oh, that's huge though.
Yeah. Yeah, so like over the course of an entire night, of grinding, that means you get like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 more runs than someone without the relic. So
and at
definitely
the end,
some of the like leaderboard players have crushed it with that item. It did get nerfed this patch though.
Did it?
Like you can't. Before it used to be like you could use it as many times as you want, I believe, and now I think you can only use it 5 times in a dungeon.
Only.
Let me see. I know only, but I mean
only
it's still,
5. I mean that is a huge drop off from permanent.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean it was one of those things where like I mean the players that had it, I mean while it was overpowered, they definitely got some great levels for it.
Oh, I bet. I would kill for that thing right now. What did you think about the key introduction?
I like it. To be honest, I've gotten to the point where I've kind of like the keys just seem routine to me now. Like I never look at a chest and say like, do I have a key? I always just assume I have it. But that's because I always try to complete each dungeon 100%.
Yeah, I try to do the same thing, so I haven't run into an issue, but I've found other players complaining about it, and I really haven't seen what the big deal is.
Yeah, I love the jingle. I love that little key sound, that drop sound. Really cool.
I got all excited the first time because I was like, "Oh, is it a blockchain item?" And it's just like, no, calm down. It's just a key.
But it could lead you to a chest with a blockchain item.
It could.
Or well, now shadow stones, like, yeah, man. I mean,
you can get a bunch from chests, right?
The largest I've seen a player hit, but I haven't like looked into it. I saw one of my friends hit. I think he hit 457 shadow stones in one.
In one run?
In one chest.
Whoa! One chest.
In one chest. I think
what are
that
there
was
like?
The most I've seen.
Are there like jackpot chests that are just random?
I mean, it looks like it. I mean, if going through the overseer, like I see a bunch of like 10 here, 6 here, 20 there, and then all of a sudden, 150, 222.
Ooh.
Like, so like big stuff.
Yeah. What was that? Does the engine on have gas?
I remember speculating before the patch. I was like, everybody's gonna like whenever you find them, you're gonna find like three shadow stones. I was like, no, man, like 450 something.
Yeah, I expected it to be significantly more rare, but I mean, that it is what it is. Someone just asked, Squirrelington asked, does the engine wallet have gas fees when you pay for a pendant? If you're buying a pendant direct from LostRelics.io, you will have a smaller gas fee. It's really not bad. But anyone who wins them, there's no gas, no nothing. You will just get one sent to your account, and you'll have an active account from the developers.
Where's that timer at so we can all get hyped up?
It just finished. So, this one is for the sword. The NFT sword. Faith in me.
Faith in me.
Congratulations. Yeah, buddy.
Got them rolling out, man. They got them rolling out.
Oh, yeah. Just remember, Faith in me to make sure to post your Discord and Twitter so that I can, or one of the other, like, doesn't matter which one, so that I can contact you.
Exactly. You don't want to miss on it after you already want it,
You do not want to miss out on it, It's an NFT, even if you don't play. But you should play and stay. Maybe if you don't have access, you can get another power. Because another power pendant just went on raffle right now.
Keeping them going, baby.
I mean, we got to, man. You got to give the people what they want.
Exactly. Exclamation raffle, boys and girls. Exclamation raffle.
Faith in me, just post it to the chat right now.
There it is. Okay.
And I'll wait for him to do that so I can grab it and add it to the list. Where are we at? Where is it? Where is Faith in me's thing?
You know what? How long we've been streaming here? We've been about an hour?
Yeah. Maybe a little less.
Can we check in with the chat really quick and see again? Can you type new if you're a new player and old if you're an old player?
Good idea.
Get an idea here of some time has passed. At the beginning of the chat, obviously, I'm sure the newest players were the ones who were like, "Hey, man, this is my shot," you know.
Yeah.
So now it makes sense why they were the first ones in. Let's just take a look at.
Yeah, because when we
what does the
originally
chat look
asked,
like
yeah.
right now?
So after you've entered the new raffle for the power pendant, also again for anyone who just recently joined, power pendants are only for new players. There is, even if you win, you cannot actually get the power pendant. It is only for players that do not have access to Lost Relics itself. Even if your power pendant has run out, if you have access to the game at all, you are void from being able to receive it. So, you know, don't actually vote for it. Let the new players get their glory. So, did Scroll post?
So, Faith in Me, I think he might
Yeah.
be messaging me right now on Discord.
Faith in Me?
Mm-hmm.
Is he messaging you on Discord?
I believe so. Let me go ahead and get this real quick. Here.
Okay, well, he's in there.
Point.
So anyone who does win, you can just post your information in the actual live chat. I've got a list going and showing what everybody's actually got. Let me make a note on this one. Faith got the ritual rapier. All right, so currently the giveaway right now is for a power pendant. So unlock that game, get a free chance. It'll be like, because originally if you signed up before they closed the pool, they did have free, right? Like you didn't always have to buy a power pendant. It wasn't until they hit a critical mass, right, that they started doing that.
Yeah, so we were free to play. Going into the beginning of 2021, and I think over the course of 2 weeks, we went from roughly like 2,500 players, maybe 3,000 players, to like 28,000 players. Ooh. All being, it was
That's awesome.
It was nuts. Like the servers were getting slammed. People were like coming in and out, like going crazy. Obviously,
servers.
For scaling issues, gotta make sure to take it one step at a time and make sure everybody can.
You gotta pay for the extra server storage.
Yeah, it takes the game to another level for sure.
Though. I mean, in all honesty, too, for a lot of the blockchain games that I've played, too, like I come back to it because I do still play it. It's a great game, but War Riders, it's like you literally have to pay $500, $600 just to compete, and even then, if you run into someone who spent more than you, you will not win. This one, it's like, I feel like most of the average gas prices that when I was buying all the power pendants and stuff, I think I paid like $17 in gas for.
Not bad, not bad.
Which, if you think about any normal, like, traditional AAA game or something like that, you're going to pay $50 to $60, or they're going to get you on the free-to-play microtransactions.
Yep.
Which, luckily they don't have that in here. We just have gas fees. But
obviously it's
we own them.
Yes. 100%. Like that's the key, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, that's the game changer where, again, like when I originally got into the blockchain game and I was introduced to NFTs as a whole, I understood why people saw value in them, but it really wasn't for me. Like I wouldn't mind just having a picture version of it where I don't need the original. But when I realized that they were in games, that was like, oh,
game
like
changer.
I can use this NFT for something, and then when I'm done with the game, I can sell them.
Exactly.
Potentially, if someone will buy them,
Right.
There's
obviously, like, there's been games in the past that have had, these different types of player-driven economies, but now with this new technology, it becomes real.
Yeah, and it just grows. It's like that's the thing that's like great too, is because let's say you do buy something into an NFT, like at this point in time, like let's say you got the ritual rapier that we just raffled off.
Yes.
If more people end up playing the game, there's a huge possibility that your value in that will go up. Just because of like the nature of the beast, like, and
natural demand.
Yeah, and I guess like scarcity.
Exactly.
But one of the things that I did find pretty cool, because I had questions when I was first, learning this game, and I was like, how do they keep the numbers in check? Is it just crap items and then all the blockchain items? And, I was like, how do you control that? And then I eventually came across one of the bounties that it was like, you sometimes have to turn in a blockchain NFT. You have to give them an NFT to complete the quest, and you don't get it back. But
exactly,
you do. I'm almost or 100% of the time, I feel like that I've seen for the rewards for any of those situations is you get a chest that could potentially have better NFTs or just different ones.
Right. I mean, so those chests obviously are like it's random, right? We don't know you don't know what's going to be inside them when you open them. But on top of getting the chest, you also get this new, bounty bucks currency that can be used in that bounty shop, and those items are significant. Like obviously the major blockchain item that's available right now, the Roaring Sand Dragon, like that bad boy is.
What does that beast do?
I mean, it's off the top. You know what? I could probably pull it up real fast, but off the top of my head, I think it's like increase to attack speed, increase to. Let's see, really fast. Oh, do not die! Do not die!
Run away!
Oh man. Let me see if I can find it here real fast. So it's 40% chance to slow enemies' movement and attack speed by 50%.
Whoa.
Okay, so like, pretty much like a little bit less than 1 out of every 2 swings. If you hit that enemy and you don't kill them, they're automatically gonna be
they're gonna
attack
hit you.
speed and their movement speed get cut in half.
So if you watch on my screen, you can learn their movements, because you can always just keep dodging and not taking damage, which was part of as you play more and you start to learn how far away I need to actually start engaging this. Can I get 2 shots off with my bow and then switch over and finish them with my sword before they can get to me? Exactly. Or if they're fast, you kind of have to learn how their attack is initiated and then gauge off of that.
Yep. And then whether or not, your damage output, does it kill him in 1 hit or do you need 2?
Yes. I like that. F2P gaming. Lost Relics rule number 1, cardio. Run away. Literally, though.
Kiting for the win.
Well, can you imagine, too? I was able to, complete dungeons when I first started, not knowing that there was a heavy hit, without actually taking more than 1,000 damage and not actually using any food. So I'd be doing a 40-minute dungeon because I'm just running, trying to get space to gauge.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard stories. I mean, there's some players that go hours and hours before they figure that out. Which, it's one of those things, right? When it comes down to...
traps.
Oh, careful there.
Almost walked on them.
When it comes down to the idea of a tutorial, it's hard, especially when the game is still in development, right? Because any new patch, every time a patch comes out, you have to go back and change the tutorial, which means that
useless.
It's completely useless.
So why invest the time making it? I mean, the same thing literally happened last week. I had the videos to break down some of the beginner's guide stuffs, and I had to scrap every single thing from it because the stuff that
so much changed.
Yeah, everything I got actually in depth on changed, which is cool. Because it's evolving with the community. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're deciding to do these type of things. Which hopefully, when you're able to actually, except totally gonna tune in for the Cliff interview. It's I'd be interested to see how they come up with what they're changing. What metrics are what are they judging these things on?
Yeah, I mean it's a game balance is so. I mean I'm not a developer, right? So I can only imagine the difficulty it takes. Like, you know, even changing like an item going from like, I don't know, 5% to 7% damage or whatever can have like major consequences, right? Like then how do
Yeah.
you? And you know what's also crazy is that like, you know, obviously the game's titled Lost Relics, and a lot of these different relics have like unique individual like abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you game plan for like the hundreds of combinations of relics that people could take into any type of dungeon?
That's what that's what I was
You
like,
know,
there's so many things that you'd have to gauge.
it's like nuts.
Illuminate Studios just said, congratulations, he completed his first dungeon. And but he had no weapons equipped. He's just over there punching people in the face.
Just punching them out. Yeah.
And then he said, and didn't realize alt attack was there until he was at 300
right
HP. Yeah.
Right click. If you're a brand new player and you're playing on a laptop, okay, that's where I see it the most times, because people when you're playing on a laptop, you don't think about like doing the right click. You're just clicking away and moving with the arrow keys, so or with WASD, but yeah, so that's a big one.
I don't think I would have ever figured that out if I was playing on a laptop. It's been eventually, because like when I first saw people or clips of people, triple shots and stuff, it was always some high level person. So I was just like, oh, like you get that.
It's an ability.
Yeah, you get it when you're later on. I'm not going to do any more research at all. I just want to go back in the dungeon and get some. And yeah. And then I accidentally clicked it. I was like, oh. And it cut my dungeon time down so much. Embarrassing how much. Like at half at least.
Yep.
So,
and then obviously as like you increase going into like more difficult dungeons, then you have to like, there's this little game you play about like, okay, do I burn my energy now or do I hold on to it?
Yeah, though luckily there's also notice, at least with the ones that you recommended, the artifacts and stuff that I purchased, that a lot of them do give energy too.
Yes, yeah. So the ones that I had recommended were the honeycomb, the cookie, the blush berries, and the which one am I missing?
Oats?
Which one? The oats? No, that's not it. Hold on, I'm trying to think of the name.
Here, I didn't realize I didn't.
Oh, the walnuts. The walnuts.
The walnuts. That's what it was, not oats.
Yeah. So each one of those, like, I think if you add it up, they each give roughly like, I think it's like 600 or 700.
So yeah, what the berries give you 250 health and 550 energy. And so you can do that twice.
800 total.
And then we've got the honeycomb, which does 400 and 400. You can do that twice. And then I've had this issue. I don't know if you've actually run into this issue, but if I go to my engine wallet, I have one of the items, but I don't have it in my game yet.
Oh. Yeah, so that'll happen every so often. All you need to do is log into the website and go to your account, and you can rescan your wallet. It's just a button right there.
Okay. Because the last time,
it and then update.
Because that happened with my pet that I currently use, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, but mine was a metaverse one, so I was like, maybe it just doesn't work with it anymore. Maybe something happened that I don't know about, and a day or two later, it's like, there he was, He just took his time getting there.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure like once the server syncs, that's when it like rereads everything, or you could just manually have it read it yourself.
Yeah. What do we got here? From what I understand, surnames are locked. Yeah, areas are locked. We just finished. Who's the winner? Wolf Mage. Wolf Mage.
Wait, Wolf Mage won again?
Wolf Mage won again.
Wolf Mage won again.
This time, though, is a... Yeah, this one... Oh, no. He can't win the Power Pen. He already won one. Wolf Mage.
Uh-oh.
All right, we're going to do a fast one since...
Okay.
We'll do
One real quick one, and only new players enter the raffle.
Only new players, 4 minutes.
Perfect.
And only new players, now it started.
Okay.
Yeah, Wolfmage.
Players, exclamation raffle.
Wolfmage, unfortunately, you can't give it to a friend because part of the whole promotion deal with my company was that it's for people who are in the stream. But you apparently have really good luck.
Apparently. I mean, what's going to happen when he gets in the game, man?
Because there's like 50 people that could have won.
Jeez, I know who the guys who's going to find all the blockchain items is going to be.
Yeah, Wolfmage, everybody.
Wolfmage.
Coming next. He's coming in hot. He's going to be day one player, just stacked.
Keep an eye on that guy.
And be like, I didn't pay a dime for any of it.
I'm going to be looking on the leaderboards in a couple months, and I'm going to be like, oh my god.
He's there. It's Wolfmage.
The legend begins.
Yeah, literally. All right. So I kind of want to just wait for this quick one to run out. Yeah. Did you get that other guy's information?
I got some information. I had him go ahead and message you too, but I have it here, so if needed.
Yeah.
All right.
After the stream,
the other thing here, I think it's like an hour and a half from now, which should be a little bit past the stream's end time.
Mm-hmm.
New bounties are about to reset for the new week.
Woo!
So everybody finish your bounties. If you're in the game right now, finish those bounties, turn in those blockchain items. If you're on the fence about whether or not to get a pendant, whenever like the weekend comes around, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's a even better chance that you're gonna find blockchain items because
why don't you break down what we actually get for the power pendants?
Oh, did something happen to my screen there?
Oh, we had a hiccup.
Okay, there we go.
We're back in action.
A little hiccup. We're good. I'm sorry. Tell me that again.
I was gonna say if you want to break down, because you're one of the people that also has a founder's token. If you want to talk about what do you get with the power pendant? There's a robot in here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What do you get with the power pendant, and what are the perks that you get with your founder's token, other than flexing on everybody?
Yes. So let's start with the power pendants first. Okay, so power pendants in general, like as you're leveling up, I'm gonna go step by step. Like as you're leveling up, every single time you get a new level, you're gonna be able to receive like a random treasure chest to open. So it's a reward for leveling up. So as a pendant holder and a member, you're able to access and open those chests. If you're not a member, then you still get the notification and they're still technically yours. You just can't open any of them until you activate your power pendant. Some people choose to let them stack up, and then once they feel more comfortable about paying inside the game, then they can go ahead and open up all those chests. So that's one. You're able to get character titles now and display them as well. Members get a 10% boost from XP
rate,
for monsters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You get the members chat feature for sure.
Which does I don't really ever use that one.
I jump in and out. I'm always trying to interact with some of the new players too. So
actually, are you on here? No. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. You also get access to the champions rewards. I don't know if you want to click it there on your screen, right next to the.
Here we go.
Trophy.
So yeah, members only. We'll show you some of the stuff. Only. They changed a lot of those. Wasn't there a section where it was only members for everything after level 5?
There was general members and trading.
Okay. Oh, the short one's over with. Who? If it's Wolf Mage, I can't. Daniel Carvalho. Daniel, congratulations. You got yourself free access to the game. Let me switch.
Remember to make sure to send a message on over with your Discord or your Twitter so that we can make sure to get that to you.
Absolutely. You can just post it straight in the chat, and we will record it. And we'll get it. Yeah, I'll message everybody who wins. After I keep thinking, anytime someone's congratulating someone, I see the tag. It's like, oh, is that it? I'll message everyone, and Power Pendant people are going to have to do a certain thing. You'll have to create an account and stuff, and then give me an ID. I'll show you where you're going to be able to find that ID, and then everyone else, you'll essentially just give me your wallet address, and I'll ship it off to you. So hopefully the devs will be, I assume the devs will be awake to onboard anyone who won today, so you could probably end up playing by this evening. But I don't know that for sure. All I know for sure is that you will be able to play now. Once it actually goes through.
So we'll give them some time, right? We got to send on over that information, and I'm sure they got to process it. But
yep. It'll
definitely be in the works once the stream, once we go off, right?
So yes, Daniel, make sure to post your Discord or your Twitter, or I will not be able to get you that power pendant. Where did I put? There you are. All right. So
while you're doing that, real quick, the rest of some of the other members' benefits for having a pendant. You get the gold name. You get access to the engineering and forging production skills, which can help you earn some gold, selling items to non-members. And you get to go into different dungeons as well. They're the higher tier dungeons are behind that membership access.
There's Daniel. Hey, buddy. So just post your Discord or your Twitter directly into that chat, and I will contact you after. But I can't do it if you don't.
How we doing on time?
We haven't started another one yet. All right, we're going to do then we'll do the bow then. We did the sword, we did a puppy, we've done power pendants.
How many raffles are left?
So for today, we have what? We have 3 winners so far today, so we've got 5 more.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
We'll have to speed them up.
I would say leave the bow for last, man.
Okay,
I don't know. That's the big one.
Bow for last. So we'll do another puppy.
Another puppy? Okay, another pet. Here
Let's do a pup. And we'll set this one. We'll tweak this time. We'll do 10 minutes for this one.
Okay, can we put some kind of something to lower Wolf Mage's luck chance here, because if not,
we gotta.
They're all going to hit. I'm just messing with you, Wolf Mage. Good luck, man. But if you win the puppy though,
has Daniel posted his info yet?
Let me see.
I know he's talking. Oh,
Daniel's got some.
I think he overloaded it.
Yeah, he just was like, post, find me.
Let me. Yeah, all right. Well, I got you written down, Daniel. If you don't get if you don't get back to me though, I'm not going to be able to give you it. So
what if you can always try to find me on Discord too, Daniel, and if you're able to message me there, I'll relay the information for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, what? Daniel, if you're listening, if you hit me up, the Spiz number is 0755. And we'll get you all set up. But here we go. 10-minute. Another pet. Another pup needs a home.
Another pup needs a home.
Another pup needs a home. You know, get the whole in an arms of an angel thing going on. The old Sarah McLachlan commercial.
I like it. We're just doing what we can for the community, man.
Oh, yeah. And Dr. Loot, one of the developers, my man, he just brought up a good point, too. He said another benefit of the power pendant is you make Cliff very happy. The almighty Cliff.
And I probably missed the probably the biggest one, especially for holiday seasons, is that when you're in a dungeon, and if you're fortunate enough to find 2 blockchain items, you can only 2 or more, really. If you find 2 or more as a member, you're able to take them out. As a non-member, you have to choose one, and you can only take one out.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
that would kill me.
It's a big one.
I would
It's a big one. People have had to make some hard choices.
I'd call you and I would be like, bro, like you have to send me a pendant, okay? I'll hit you back.
You have to have the pendant active before you start the dungeon.
And you actually can't even send a pendant to someone.
Right.
Unless you're special and doing a giveaway.
So one few shots.
But so 8 minutes, 30 seconds, another pet, another pup.
Another pet, exclamation point raffle.
That's right. Enter in. Everybody's eligible. It's an NFT, and even if you don't have the game, you still can get value out of it.
Yes, you can.
Though I would definitely, if you get it, get the game, even if you don't get a power pendant, and enjoy.
Get that extra added utility.
Because the pets they're great. Have you actually done, did the actually purchasing of in-game pets there's that guy, I was never able to actually get to it. Where you're able to you need like certain flyers, vouchers,
Yeah, I haven't got that yet. I need one more voucher.
Okay. And where do you find those?
I know. So I think that's part of the daily rewards, the 7-day mystery box, which I will have available in 7 hours.
Oh.
And when I open it, if the voucher comes out, then I got myself Mallow, I think it was called. Mallow was the name of the pet.
Oh, all right. Is it like a marshmallow?
Yeah, it looks like a little blue marshmallow, a little
blue thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm excited.
It's a new species.
Yeah, undiscovered. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm killing a mallow right now. Yeah, it's like a little bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a little bunny hoppy round little.
It's like, I think a marshmallow is an apt description. They're just hopping around. It's a marshmallow with ears.
There you go.
Yeah. You got 6 minutes, 40 seconds for the raffle.
You know what? I wonder if it appears on the encyclopedia.
The pet?
Yeah, the pet.
Oh, yeah, maybe. What do we got?
We're all learning the encyclopedia together, guys.
Got Aurora. So cool looking. Look at Nestable.
Oh, they're Nestable?
That's great.
Cool, man.
I really want the Gogum. Or Gogum.
Oh, yeah. So that's
that
a good one.
Cool, man.
The epic one, right? The black gargoyle?
I've seen it a couple times running around.
With the smoke trail?
Yeah.
That one has some
very cool.
That one has some lore to it.
Oh, does it?
So yeah, back in the day, when Adventure Stones were a thing, when you were paying per dungeon run, and at the beginning of the XP system, so there was your daily reward was a gargoyle. I mean, in order to unlock your daily reward, there was like a gargoyle that was hidden somewhere around the map every day.
Oh, like the town?
The town. So whenever you walked around, you would get like a bell would ring whenever you came close to it, and then you could start searching for it. And every single time that you found him, you'd be rewarded with gold or some virtual items. Now, some players said that, before my time, he actually gave blockchain items too. So what ended up happening is when we rolled out into this new system, this new daily reward system that we have, what Cliff did is he retired the gargoyle. It used to be a thing, like on Discord, on Telegram, we would all share with each other who found the gargoyle today, post where he's at, so that you didn't have to spend 15 minutes looking for him,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when Cliff retired him, I think it was Halloween. I mean, it makes sense for Halloween. or maybe right around that time, he made it to where he turned him into an epic. He retired.
Oh,
and in order to get him, you had to collect these puzzle pieces. And if you got all the puzzle pieces, just like the vouchers right now, you got all the puzzle pieces and you turned them in, you got the pet.
Oh, okay. That's awesome, though. I really want to partake in the hidden
type of
the Easter eggs that are kind of like that you were talking about, where there's like ghosts and stuff, all these things.
Yeah, someone trolled me and someone got me really good last year in Halloween. Right when the patch came out, we were noticing like every 24 hours something new would appear on the map, like more like pumpkins or more like spider webs or more like different stuff, like as time progressed.
Okay.
And like in the middle of the event, someone like took a picture like inside one of the dungeons and like edited the picture to make it look like a portal open. And everyone like went nuts. They were like, "How did you do that? How did you do that?" And just, I bit it so hard.
That's masterful trolling right there.
It was good. It was really good.
Daniel, just so you know, I won't be responding to you yet, but I see that I have a new friend request. I'm just going to assume that is you. Well, yeah. We'll just see that one is. All right, so Daniel has... There we go. Yes, lucky man. We got it. Congrats, man.
Oh, you also asked a little while ago about like the Founders Token.
Yeah, so tell everyone about the bonuses with that.
Yeah, the main benefits for the Founders Token, you get your name changed to the color blue in the game, so like whenever you're in chat and your name will appear as blue, which always definitely draws the eyes of other players. So that's one. Remember Founders in the past, like whenever new events or new like unique situations come up, like typically Founders will be given like an extra bonus reward. These rewards typically are small, like nothing like major, but like over, if you hold the Founders Token for a long time, you get all these little benefits. And then the last one is that the big one is that when multiplayer is on the like precipice of being released, Founders will be the first ones that are able to give multiplayer a shot.
I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get my hands on one of those. They're only
They're pretty penny, I'm not gonna lie.
I think the one that I keep popping up, obviously, like this isn't necessarily what it's worth. It's what someone will eventually pay for it. But I'm pretty sure there's a Founders Token on Engine X that's 100,000 engine.
Not 100. I think it's 1,000 engine, 1,200 engine. So it's like.
Are you sure? I swear it was like 6 digits. It was like something absurd.
Oh, you know what? No. That one is that. I think what you're talking about is the tablet.
Oh, maybe that is the one. Okay.
That's a really old item that was like one of the very first event items of the game. It doesn't really have a use, and Cliff has mentioned before that like it's kind of retired, I guess you could say. I mean, I don't know, maybe he'll bring it back, but
yeah, when you least expect it.
Yeah. And then the other thing, oh man, I lost it. What was the train of thought? We were talking about the Founders Token. I'll remember right now. I just had it on the tip of my tongue.
Well, that's okay, because we got 30 seconds for the new pup. 30 seconds to get yourself a crafty puppy.
Yeah. We got to find that puppy a new home.
We got to, come on.
So if you're a new, any player right now can still get in within 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
5 seconds.
Raffle.
Enter it. I for other people's sake, I don't want it to happen, but it would be very entertaining if Wolf Mage won another one. I'd have to be like, man, you got to start giving me Powerball ticket picks, man. You got the luck. All right, so the winner is, oh my man, I love that it's going to you. This guy's been an OG with me for a little while. F2P Gaming.
Ooh,
you just got yourself a puppy.
There you go.
And I don't need your information because I have it.
Yeah, F2P Gaming's always in the chat, man.
He's good people.
Love that guy.
All right, let me
sure.
add this to F2P Gaming Puppy.
So I'm guessing the next one up is a pendant?
The next one is a pendant, and we're going to do it a faster one, though.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. We're going to complete that one. We're going to
This one's for new players, guys. If you're a new player that hasn't gotten in the game yet, this is a raffle for you. Anybody that's in the game, please sit out this raffle for right now.
What time is it? Oh, we should really speed things up. All right. So we're going to do some rapid fire. We're going to do 3... How many more are left of the power pendants for today? We had, what do we got? 2 done?
That we've given 2 done.
So there's 2 more. So we'll do 2 right in a row, 5 minutes, new players only, please. And if you already won, don't do it again. Even if you are a new player. But yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. And you have one person's contact information, right?
Let me pull it up. Yes, I have one person's.
Okay, perfect. Then we are on board. Because I was like, wait a minute, I am missing someone. All right.
I'm going to send it to you actually right now.
Perfect. We'll keep the list going. And after the stream, I will contact all the winners. And we will get you all set up. And that was a puppy for him, right? Yeah. So
good stuff, good stuff.
Puppy. All right, so both of the pups are gone. We do have a bow left. So we're going to do the 2 power pendants left. We're going to do rapid fire those. And then I think we'll do like a 15-minute one for the bow.
Perfect.
Which is a pretty nice one. But tomorrow, if anyone didn't get anything, don't worry. We're doing it again tomorrow. We've got just as many. We have more power pendants actually then, because we didn't even get around to. We'll make up some. We'll come up with a trivia question each, and if someone can answer it, well, doesn't obviously not about Lost Relics. They're new players, but something. But we've got, after today, there will be 6 more power pendants that are up for grabs on the Saturday stream. Same exact time. There's also going to be another nice bow. There's another sword, and then there is the big boy, the legendary. Right, that's the one that's after that. Or the epic. Epic. Not a legendary. No.
Oh.
Started about to be like, all right, well, I'm not going to be able to make the stream. I'm going to be in the raffle, though.
I need to enter the raffle. Oh, man.
That was, yeah.
Get my blood pumping there.
I mean, I started again. My blood pumping was just the opposite. I wasn't excited. The panic. Wait a minute.
I have to buy what?
It's like, I messed up. I messed up real bad.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
All right. I got asked the question, when they do giveaways? What? You're going to have to expand on that one. This is our first giveaway that we've ever done on the stream, but it's just a blast. So I'll definitely be trying to integrate this. There's some games that obviously, like if we did War Riders and we did a raffle for NFTs, I'd have to sell the computer. I wouldn't be able to play anymore. But
man, I love crypto gaming.
I know it's so great.
Next level, man. Next level.
Well, that was the thing that cracked me up too. For anyone who's like a Wolf Mage, tomorrow's stream is the exact same time as today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. Or a little bit wrong. Like today will run a tiny bit longer. But so like Diablo 2 was probably one of my favorite games of all time when I was younger. It came out, and I don't want to play that. I want to play this.
That's crazy,
like
right?
literally though. Like that's huge actually, and it's all because of the fact that it's blockchain built, digital ownership.
And let's be real though, like blockchain gaming is like in its infancy. There's a lot of issues around it, and it's being built out literally in front of our eyes. But even with all of that, there are literally players that are saying like, you know what, if the Lost Relics patches up, you know, I'd probably rather be playing that than Diablo 2 Remastered.
Literally though, it was the only time that I played was a night I decided to do a stream and I couldn't play Lost Relics. And I was like, well, if I can't play Lost Relics, at least I can play a dungeon crawler. But I haven't touched it since. And the day that came on pre-order, I paid in full. Like the day it was. And it was just like, I don't have time for that. There's a new boss down. So also anyone who is looking to get into different blockchain games, there are previous streams for certain other ones, but be warned, there's sometimes there's a difficult time actually installing the games or accessing them if you're not familiar with them yet. Setting up wallets and stuff like that. If you don't do crypto at all, it can be a little intimidating, but there's tons of guides and there's so many that are starting to appear that, like this one in general, like this one was super easy to install.
Definitely.
Just get
really
your
just
wallet.
It depends on the platform. It depends on the developers.
Yep.
Like even different blockchains. Like right now we're on Ethereum with Engine token. You can compare it to something like
Polygon.
Wax,
I guess Polygon's in ERC22 though. I guess
that's true. Like Wax is its own blockchain, right?
Wax. Yeah.
So that's a separate gaming blockchain.
I just had to set that up actually. I forget what game.
Oh yeah, I need to get you in on A Million on Mars, man.
That's what it was. Access. That's why I set it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still get a Founders.
Definitely. There's still time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that one looks real fun. Oh, that one also looks like there's a lot of growth potential for that one.
I mean, it's just and it's the same thing that I look at with like Lost Relics. Like the reason why, on top of like the fact that they're being developed by individuals and teams that I like respect as like craftsmen, like the amount of work that goes into building these things and like the level of expertise they have.
Sorry, 1 second. The winner of the next Power Pendant is Hemi. Congratulations, Hemi.
There you go, Hemi. Get on in that game. Get on in there.
It's got a Hemi in it. That old commercial, weren't there? Was like a bunch of commercials like that. Hemi, make sure to post your Discord or Twitter on the chat right now so we can record it and send it your way. And once he does that, we will start the next one. So this one's going to be another rapid fire power pendant.
Here we go now. New players only, please. New players only. And Hemi, please post that your Discord or your Twitter real quick for me. Pretty please. I want to give you this power pen. I want you to be able to play this game. All right. Thank you, sir. There it is.
Power pendant. All right. And guess what? Boom. There's another one. We're starting it. Another 5 minutes. Power pendant. Quick
there
question.
It is.
Any blockchain games that we recommend, Wolfmage just asked. One of the ones that I have absolutely loved that I got my hands on a couple weeks ago was Spider Tanks.
Oh, yes, I've heard of it.
I don't know if you've gotten a chance to play that one, but man, that thing is fun.
Yeah.
And again, like, it's the same thing as like the Lost Relics community. Everybody's so open and inviting. I got hit up like immediately afterwards by just because there's no team matchmaking yet. It's in very early stages, but if you just keep doing games, you'll a lot of times play with the same people. And they were like, yeah, like just message me on Discord. Like, yeah, and just be like, hey, like if you want to play again together, like that was awesome, blah, 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 blah. And It's just like, yeah, again, it's the polar opposite. All blockchain gaming has proven to me that it's the polar opposite of the toxicity in gaming for AAA games. Like, obviously, there are still people here and there, but people don't purposely give you wrong information. They answer your questions 9 times out of 10. They want you to do good. They want to help you.
Yep.
That may change when PvP shows up. I don't know. Like, maybe that's the root of all of our gaming evils, but we'll see.
It's possible.
It's possible, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. In terms of me, right now, I would say that, like, roughly right now, like 80-90% of my time is in Lost Relics. You know, I've dipped my toe into Mir 4. You know, being able to grind out a little bit there in the background. And right now I'm concentrating on Million on Mars on the Wax blockchain. So that one is still not been released yet. So it's an very early project, but close friends with the dev and honestly really excited for what they can do over there. So feel free to go check out that white paper if you want to learn more.
What is the other game that you play? Will you
Mir 4?
Yeah. What is that one like? What do you do? Yeah,
so Mir 4 is a it's an action-based game where it's pretty much like kind of like an auto clicker meets adventure, action adventure where you can either be like a warrior, a mage.
Okay, so it's like a fantasy setting.
Yeah, fantasy setting for sure. You're going from quest to quest, completing and increasing your different skill levels, depending on what type of class you are, and mining for some of those blockchain resources.
Oh yeah, that's something that. So this is a great example. Like, play to earn is the new thing, at least for me personally. But luckily, there's more and more games that I've been seeing making resurgences where it's not pay to win, play to earn.
Right.
Because there's a lot of games that masquerade as, there's this general idea that, I'll be able to earn money or earn assets and stuff like that in the game, where it's technically true, but only after you spend $600 for an NFT to use in the game. But this one was one of those, you get a power pen, and it's it may take you longer, but there's nothing holding you back from being able to get the same drops as everyone else, or eventually building up to the same as everybody else.
Exactly. And I've seen players that have just put in 20 hours or 10 hours into Lost Relics and finding a blockchain item that just so happens to be very useful at the moment, right? Or,
yeah.
Or during a Halloween event, or even the Easter event, new players were cracking Easter eggs and they found one of the golden tickets that got them a relic that's $500, $400, $600,
that's awesome
for just participating during an event,
Yeah.
So
I'm real excited. Last year, was there more than just, I know the graveyard didn't exist last year, the graveyard event.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think that there'll be more, or do you think that's just something they're testing and onboarding and it's not the Halloween event?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't really know. I don't really have an answer for you. My guess, the way that the events have worked in the past, and granted, we just had a big patch release and nothing technically is official with Halloween, at least that I'm aware of. So who knows? But
yeah,
the way they've worked in the past is during an event, a new currency would drop in the game. So if you accumulate that currency in the game, you can turn it in at a shop for whatever item you decide. Kind of when you go to an arcade.
We got another winner chicken dinner here.
Winner chicken dinner.
All right, for the last power pendant today is Matthias Epifano. Sorry, I'm butchering your name, but I think you have the same name as me, Matt.
There you go.
Make sure to put that. Congratulations. But don't worry, guys. We got one more, and we saved the best one for last. For the best one for today. We're saving the best one for last, but that's tomorrow's one. So we have a bow ready to go here. Let's see if we can get with Matthew's info real quick.
Nice bow. Yeah, man, those, especially when you're learning, like those bows can be really helpful.
Oh yeah, one of the things that took me. So, how many actually? We're gonna start the new draft here, but how many new players are still in here that do not have access to the game? Because I'm fine to. I mean, technically, evened out, we do have. Yeah, like one more that we could do today, no problem.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll
go
give
ahead
him
and type
one
new
more sec.
If you're a new player, or old if you're an old player.
Yep, and we can kind of gauge that. Me. I'm gonna assume these are new.
And guys, do MarketSquare a favor here. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and that sub
Oh yeah,
button.
please sub it up. Check it out. We're going to have more to come, so keep going on all the time. I'll be connecting up with Stryker as much as possible.
For sure, brother. More than glad to help participate.
Oh, yeah, man. And check out MarketSquare.io. They paid for it all. All these beautiful NFTs. Oh, yeah, let's do another. We'll do the bow, and then we're totally going to do another. All right, we're...
okay.
Look at them all. We got to get some of these people in on here.
There you go.
There you go. So we're gonna start the bow here. This one's gonna be a 15-minute one, but then we will do another 5-minute power pendant. And I'm still waiting for our winner to post anything. Did you see him post?
I'm still looking. Let me see. I got a couple messages on Discord, but I don't know if it's him. Let's see. Bear with us, guys. Bear with us. And I'm not only talking to the people that are in the chat, but I'm talking to the enemies in the game. I do not want to die while I'm not looking at the screen.
We're wearing many hats right now.
We're doing a little bit of everything.
It's probably a very risky operation, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. All right. Well, we'll give him some time. But if he doesn't contact me, looks like there'll just be an extra power pendant for tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
But also...
yeah, I don't have the contact info, so we might have to address that in a couple minutes.
Yeah, I kind of went through there. I really didn't see it. But, you know, maybe, I mean, it's very possible someone... did the raffle on the left, but it was a 5-minute raffle, though.
That's true. That's true.
That'd be odd.
So the bow raffle is open, right?
The bow raffle is open for everyone, new and old.
There you go.
Get yourself a longbow, a blockchain longbow. You can die as much as you want, just for fun. You just go into a dungeon and die just because you feel like it. You're not going to lose that bow.
I was thinking about it too. The virtual boats, because now you can progress in the game by like having an engineer create you a weapon.
Yes.
You know, so there's going to be a difference between virtual weapons and blockchain weapons. But if I'm correct here, and I need to go to my stash to check it out, but I believe the damage output for the virtuals are lowered compared to the blockchain.
Definitely.
So yeah, not only can you go into that dungeon now with that higher rarity item.
Yep.
But if it's blockchain, you're going to be putting out a lot more damage.
And you actually own it.
And you actually own it.
You actually own it. It's an investment.
Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it.
I love how much more confusing it is trying to explain this to like my parents or something.
Yeah,
like,
it's a tough one.
Like, what are you spending that money on those things for? Like, well, it's an investment. Like I'm BSing them, type of thing.
Yeah.
Like it's like, no, you just don't get it. It literally is though. There's no guarantee, but there is no guarantee in investments.
Exactly. Yeah, I've gotten to the point where when someone asks that I know will doesn't care about crypto or is not interested, I'm a video game investor. I invest in different companies. I just say that.
That's pretty good, actually, because that would be like, oh, okay, he's a professional. It's like, you're right, I am.
You got to do what you got to do.
All right, just remember, everybody, we got around 11 minutes.
We got time. We're okay.
I actually haven't really fluctuated. I just got Dr. Loot. I was asking if I've changed the camera angles. I actually haven't at all, not once. And it never really even occurred to me until you said it for me getting into or going through the exit.
Oh, yeah. So that's definitely... I don't have your screen up right now. Let me pull it up. But yeah, that's definitely a pro tip you got to learn, man. That's one of the practicing things you got to get in.
That's
really
good to know.
You got to be able to kite well.
Yep.
Start to scout out ahead of you before you actually come across an enemy.
So I'll do that when you have when you're able to have a longbow, because the short bows, their range is short.
Limited.
I will use the map down below because before you even trigger them, you can a lot of the times see the enemies before they can actually see you. Well, that one triggered. But
I can't
you
tell
can then
your map right. My bad, go for it.
Because then you can fire. You can hold shift and just attempt to hit them beforehand.
Exactly.
What button changes the view?
So what you got to do here is you'll have to go to your settings. And so what I do is for my personal setup, I change the rotate camera left and rotate camera right to A and D.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Do you know what they are originally?
I don't believe they are set up as default. I don't believe
there is no item.
function.
There are no key binding yet. You have to assign it. Okay.
Yeah, and then what I do is now I don't think a lot of players like this. This is just what I do, but I go ahead and I map my important relics, the ones that you can trigger on demand. I map the important relics to W and S. So it's WASD. And up and down will trigger a relic for me if I need it. That's
pretty nice.
Yeah.
And you don't waste any time with, moving
exactly.
the keyboard because sometimes that matters in games.
Exactly. Now you just got to be careful. If you do it my way, it's going to take you a little bit of learning because if you take your hand off the keyboard, maybe you're going to take a glass of water or something, and you put it back and you didn't put it in the right location, you'll trigger a relic you weren't intending to use.
Full life, full energy.
Exactly. It's
I think it's left and right arrow. Oh, yeah, it is. Left and right arrow. That's pretty awesome. That's half the fun of this, too, is that it's we're doing this stream, onboarding new players, generating interest, and I'm learning how to properly play the game while I'm doing it.
Exactly. And since just looking at the chat with how many players in here are brand new, the same things that we're talking about right now, these are things that they're going to be using in the next little bit. You
guys are going to have a huge advantage to what I started with. It's do you imagine how much quicker I could have gotten to level 5 if I knew about the alt attack? It's just cuts your times down so much. That and my whole point then that I said earlier of you want your pet so we can find those the corner doodads that you have to break and stuff.
Breakable items?
That's moot now because you can turn the camera. I didn't even know you could do it.
Yep. So you've learned the power shot now with the right click. You've learned to be able to change the camera angles.
Yep.
Next time, maybe we'll do a little market analysis on some of the virtual items so you can know what to sell. Or I'll give you some tips on what to sell and what not to sell so that you can make some gold.
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. We should do some of that because we explained a lot of the basics this one. Tomorrow, we should get into stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a good one.
So remember, guys, too, you have 7 minutes for the big bad long bow. And if you're new, there's still one more for you. We're going to do one more pendant for today. But if you don't get them today, come back tomorrow. We got more to give. Or,
yes, sir.
Do it even better. Get a head start for a day and go buy one. Go set up your wallet and go get one directly from lostrelics.io.
And then today, my bad, real quick. Today, like some new blockchain items started dropping, guys. So I don't know if this is like ramping up into something or if it's just a lucky day, but it is what it is.
But yeah, well, we'll have to I'll have to check out that after this too. But also, after going over to Lost Relics, make sure you also go to MarketSquare.io, because if we get a good response from the community and stuff like this, I'll be able to do this more. I'll be able to do more giveaways. I'll be able to onboard more people to the player communities.
Definitely.
Because that's what we need. We just need more people. We need to share the glory.
One of the things I've told people a lot is that, like, honestly, in the crypto gaming space, Lost Relics is like one of those hidden gems,
Oh my
that
God,
people
it's so good.
come across. So, doing the good work,
doing the Lord's work, the blockchain Lord's work. All right, we're down to 5 minutes for the bow.
5 minutes call, baby.
What? That's such a cool skin. What game is that from? That's from a metaverse.
Which one? Let me see.
The robot.
Oh, the robot? Yeah, that one is... Okay, so that's how I got in the game.
This game?
Yeah, that's how I found Lost Relics. That competition, I think you're talking about the cyborg.
Yeah, he's like green.
Yeah, green. Yeah, that one down in the
basement. It's cool as hell.
Is that Charizard? I think that's Charizard.
Is it?
One of the other players. Let me see.
I don't think... No, Apollo. I was going to say, no.
Apollo.
Oh, okay. He does have... Oh, he's got some...
We're doing a little
good
stocking
stuff.
on Apollo here.
This guy's got one of the... Yeah, Shapeshifter's Demise. There's only 20 total, and he's got one of them.
Yep, that's a Transcendent right there.
Awesome.
Transcendent. Apollo's one of the other players too. I've been noticing in the past couple days, some of the OGs that take a little time off every now and then have started to return. I'm starting to see their names appear in the tavern, which is getting me excited because I think we're all starting to get a feeling of what might be coming in the next few weeks.
Yeah. That, and they answered the signal flare of the new update. I'm sure that's like, yeah, they probably pop back in from time to time.
For sure.
Though I don't know what else you're gonna go play. I mean, man, come on, let's get real.
Definitely.
All right, remember this next raffle, 3 minutes 45 seconds left. It's open to anyone. NFT bow that I have myself is particularly enjoyable. The long bow, I don't know if it's just my playstyle, but the short bow just does not do it for me.
Yeah, this update definitely has made longbow feel like more superior.
Yeah, I mean, just because you can't do that, like I was saying, where you like ride the map and you're able to see enemies in other rooms that you haven't actually seen yet, and I can hit them. You can't hit them with a short bow.
Yep.
If you can hit them, they can see you already.
Exactly. It's always good to take out one or two of them before you enter that room, right?
Oh yeah, like clear as much as you can. Look at this guy.
Who is it?
It's like a robot samurai. Where are you? Get back here. Let me see you. Yeah, look at that. Snake Eyes.
Let's see. Snake Eyes.
Look at it. He's like a robot bunny.
Oh, so that's the skin. I'm watching you on a little delay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's a mythical skin from this past Easter event. Limited time only.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Easter 2021, baby.
Man, I wonder
those
what
things sold out literally within a minute and a half, gone.
Wow. So Are those then? I know like it is possible subject to change or anything from the past ones, but so let's say like Halloween event shows up, so there's going to be a Halloween vendor.
So this is the past. This is what it's looked like in the past.
Okay, yeah.
Has been a Halloween vendor,
Mhm.
A new skins, a new weapon, new relics, new drops, and an in-game currency. The creepy coins were what happened last year. You'd be going through the dungeons and you'd be finding creepy coins like left and right. Like it was like raining drops. You'd have to manage your inventory to make sure you could take as many out of the dungeon as you could.
Yeah, that is actually just happened to me. I had to eat some food in the last run just to hold on to other ones.
Exactly. So, I'm just making up numbers here because I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was something along the lines of, like, if you gathered 100, you were able to get like a one-time use consumable. 200 to 300, you could like unlock a skin. 400 to 500 creepy coins got you a pet. And so on and so forth. And then like, I don't remember off the top of my head what the blockchain item was, but there was other than the skins.
Is there usually always at least one blockchain like weapon or?
There's typically one blockchain for sure, and like there's at least one blockchain like in the game that you could win from playing during the event time. But then there's also like has been releases in the shop to purchase for the event. So like every holiday has had its unique cosmetic item or its unique pet. So like the first Halloween 2019, I think that was the Flaming Jill skin, which was like your character has like a pumpkin head, she's
I've
head's
seen
on
that
fire.
one. There's like a green one and then an orange one, right?
Right. So Flaming Jack and Flaming Jill. Those are the two. One's Jack 2019 and one's 2020.
Oh, we have a winner of the bow.
Oh, this is a big one.
Here we go. Who's got it? Elochnium.
With the blockchain bow.
The bow, but don't worry. We have one more pendant, and there is another bow, as well as a far superior item that we're going to be raffling off tomorrow.
There we go. Wolf Mage is in the background saying, like, yeah, I let him win that one.
Yeah, Wolf Mage is like, I didn't vote on the last few of them, just because.
Gotta spread the wealth a little.
All right, remember, you just won an NFT bow. He doesn't even know. He's living the dream right now. It's just like, hey, here's some free stuff. Make sure to post your Twitter or Discord in the chat right now so that I can contact you after this. And for our new players, post your Discord right here in the chat, and I'll copy it and I'll contact you later this evening. All right. This one is for the newbies again. If you already have access to Lost Relics, please don't vote. Because this is for... you can't actually get anything from it. All right. Let me just record that. The bow. So what do we got here? What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we missing one?
I think we might I think we might be down one pendant. But if that's the case, we can definitely review after the stream's over. And if we need to give one right in the very beginning of tomorrow, bam.
God forbid. Just show up. You never know. It'll just be like, boom, just like right now. Power pen, 5 minutes. Let's get one more person on here.
All right. Good luck, new players. Good luck. Hope to see you. Hope you win it and hope you get in the game.
I will contact you after. I'll add you after the stream is over, and I will add you, and then I'll get your address and I'll send that bad boy over to your engine wallet.
There you go.
So new players only. Let's get it.
You know what's kind of cool too? Like because there's so many new players that are wanting to come into the game. The guys that won, the guys and girls that might have won these blockchain items, that could literally be their very first blockchain item ever.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you someone won and doesn't have access to the game yet.
Welcome to crypto.
Yeah, literally though. But that's okay. You can still get a chance to win tomorrow. Or you can go purchase one yourself from lostrelics.io. But again, we'd really appreciate it if you subscribed, liked. You can check out our Twitter at HelloMSQ, all one word, or go to the source. Go to MarketSquare.io. Because again, the more you guys respond, the more that you guys engage, particularly if you're just going to even visit the website to check it out. I can do more of these things. I can get some more items out there. We can, do some type of we come up with any type of giveaway contest, anything.
Go show them some of that Lost Relics love, baby.
Yeah. Get some people on board. I'm really, I can't wait, though, because I know there's going to be eventually will be co-op dungeons.
Oh man.
That's what I
was gonna bring up.
Good.
Remember we were talking about the founders token?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't know if this is still official because a lot of things have changed, but at one point in time, Cliff, the developer of the game, had mentioned that as a founder, you would be allowed to bring one non-founder with you into the early access multiplayer.
What?
Yep. So we might be needing to do a couple special event around that.
I think we might. Yeah. When I can finish onboarding the both of our computer screens on the same one without a delay, that'd be killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, because that would open up this awesome new world. Because you would then have I assume that you would go with the traditional name like Raid.
Probably.
And so there would be a big boss at the end. I can't wait.
It would be exciting for sure.
It would be amazing. What do we got here?
And then you get to see all of your friends cosmetics and what sword they're using. Dude. Yeah.
Let's answer him. He must not be hearing me. All right. What was that guy's name? I'm trying to find it on there. It's the first day using this one is different in all my resized stuff. We're just I just need to get this thing working.
Work in progress, one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
But still, it's cool, man. I mean, the fact that people are in here chilling, getting to be able to see a little bit, getting to be able to just even hear us talk and get access to the game a little bit early,
yeah,
it's a win-win.
Yeah, and again, I want everyone to go out there and get this game, because the more of you that are on there, the more my stuff will be worth more. And it's stupid that this isn't the main, this is a AAA computer, a killer, in all honesty. It killed Diablo for me. It's I can't be the only one out there.
From my perspective, one of the reasons why I started and got so heavily into Lost Relics was because I compared it to other games that were currently available, and I got to see it being built out in front of my eyes, and just major full out shout outs to Cliff, and major respects to everybody at Cobit Labs, because the amount of work that's done here, when you just compare it to any type of other games that are available, any type of early access games, it's eye opening. So I'm down to be here for the ride for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so glad that I got in when I did, even though I'm not very far in it yet. But like I said, this has been one of my favorite recent games across the board, blockchain or not. Mm-hmm. We have a winner. of the
Here it
next
is.
power pendant, the last one for today, Pharaoh TV.
Pharaoh.
Congratulations. Make
Major
sure
congrats.
to put that information in the chat here before you get out of here. Oh my gosh, we've ran. Well, it's only a half an hour more. I forgot we got the other one. So remember, anyone who didn't get a power pendant, just come back tomorrow. We're gonna
Got
still
more shots
do
tomorrow.
Pharaoh TV. Oh my God, I just peed a little. That's amazing.
Welcome to the community, baby.
That
So
is
happy you're in here now.
amazing. So make sure to post that information on there so I can here we go. We got a quick one. I like it. All right. And I'm pretty sure we do have 10 now that I'm counting. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. All right.
We did it.
So, winners, I will contact you in the next 15 to 20 minutes. And if you're a new player, I will show you, I'll talk to you on Discord. We can have a little meeting. I will show you how to actually do what you need to do and find the information you need so that I can send the power pendant information to the devs and they can onboard you. If you just got a NFT, or not just got an NFT, if you got an NFT, you don't have to wait for the devs to do anything. I can send you, I'm just going to need a Engine wallet address, and I can ship it off to you, and you can start enjoying it right away. Hopefully,
Yes, sir.
hopefully you guys will be able to, all the newbies will be able to play tonight, but there's a lot going on. This game's got a lot of stuff. So
You know what I'm gonna do real quick? I'm gonna go ahead and put in the chat the link for the Lost Relics Discord so that anybody in here that might have found us on YouTube during the middle of this stream, this is a good place that you can go ahead and get some information about the game and conversate with the community.
yeah, and I strongly suggest anyone that even if you don't have the power pendant access yet, go to the Discord and engage. The community is just fun. I really enjoy everyone that I've met from it.
It's a really tight knit group, and it keeps growing every day. And you have honestly, groups of friends have formulated. We hang out with each other on a daily basis. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, no, it's everything that you need and everything that you want. It's an awesome game with digital ownership at its core, which is what blockchain, gaming's all about, and we're all about. So,
Yes, sir.
make sure to check out MarketSquare.io. They're the ones that are giving you those power pendants and those items. And again,
Yes, sir.
if we
And
get
hit
more
that,
people, get the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
You can also check out Strike Team Gaming, or Strike Team Games. I always call it
Strike
gaming.
Team Games.
Make sure to check that out. That's the man, the myth, the legend, Strikers solo streaming. Well,
You can definitely see, some of the things I was discussing about what old holiday events might have looked like. You can go through my VOD, and you'll get to see it first. Get your first glance.
yeah, and we hope everyone enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed giving them away. Yeah, I like it just as much as I would have imagined getting it. Other than, the who was it? That said they nearly peed. Pharaoh. That was just great. So we're gonna do this again, same time tomorrow. Again, we're gonna have 5 more power pendants. We got. We're out of pets. All the pups have been rehomed, but there's still another bow up for grabs that you're gonna definitely want to take part in. There is still another sword up for grabs, and then the big item.
Ooh.
So if you subscribe, you'll be able to hear, or you'll get a notification whenever we're hopping on. And if not, again, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to keep it up. We're going to keep it going. I think, we'll break down the market and stuff a little bit more with that, and I'll do some suicide runs. Hopefully, I'll be able to get level 10 tonight, and then I can showcase the graveyard. So that was one of the goals.
That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
So yeah, thank everyone for coming. Again, all your blockchain needs, concerns, games, information. You can hear about upcoming projects, learn about different developers, different teams making different things at MarketSquare.io. MarketSquare Gaming on YouTube. You know, living the dream over here. Get to do blockchain and get to do gaming and get to give out stuff for you guys. And again, if you can't wait after watching it and you still want to play, make sure just go over to LostRelics.io and buy yourself a power pendant. The one thing I will say that I learned, I don't know if you ran into this before we end, when I went to go confirm purchase of the 10 power pendants, I hit refresh and it loops. Like, you don't get your item. Like, then you have to contact the devs. They very quickly will facilitate the problem. But if you go to the purchase, it is. So, you know, yeah. And I'd rather have the website have some hiccup like that than anything in the game. And there's nothing in the game like that.
True that.
So if you do buy one from the website, just wait for your engine wallet to confirm, and then wait another like minute or two. Yeah. Don't refresh it. You can cause yourself to have to wait for developers. Even though your money will be taken, the transfer will be facilitated. Yeah. Just don't make the same mistake I did. And yeah. We'll be a striker, I assume. You're coming back tomorrow?
Yes, sir. I'll be here. It'll be fun.
Perfection. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow. And hope to just see you around in Lost Relics. I'll be popping around all night because I got leveling to do. It's work.
We all do. I'm going to be farming some of those blockchain items, baby.
Oh, yeah. Some off-screen mining, you know? Off-screen mining. All right. Yeah. Have a great night.